Hello students and welcome to yet another video on foundation course for business statistics. In this video I plan to go through couple of numericals. So let's see the first numerical. The coefficient of correlation between two variables x and y is 0.48. So basically R is given to us. Coefficient of correlation is 0.48. The covariance is 36. So we are also given covariance between x and y, and that is 36. Then we have given variance of x. Very good. The variance of x is so what is x, guys? So basically x is nothing but square of standard deviation. So square of standard deviation is 16. Therefore, standard deviation is 4. Remember this, very, very important, because we are not given sigma. We are given variance. And we all have seen that variance is equal to sigma square, right? Or sigma is square root of variance. It means one and the same. Okay, so sigma square x is 16, so sigma x is 4. And what are we asked? We are expected to find out this value. So this is pretty simple. All that we have to use is put values into this formula. So 0.48 is equal to 36 divided by 4 multiplied by sigma y. Therefore 0.48, or rather I would put it like this, sigma y is equal to 36 divided by 4 multiplied by 0.48, that is equal to 9 upon 0.48. That comes out to be 18.75. So sigma y value is 18.75. Also calculate what is coefficient of determination. Very, very simple. We have seen coefficient of determination is equal to r square. R is 0.48. So 0.48 square is 23. If I multiply it by 100, 24, comes out to be 24%. Okay, so that's how that is actually the coefficient of determination. So you can say coefficient of determination is 24%, right? So let's move on. Example 2. From the table below, calculate coefficient of correlation by Carl Pearson's method. Find coefficient of determination and probable error. So we are expected to find R square, and PER. This is my coefficient of correlation. This is my coefficient of determination, and this is probable error. So let us go through quickly the table. So table comprises of x and y values. X values we have 6, 2, 10, 4, 8, and y values we have 9, 11. Hold on, you have a question mark here. So we don't know what third observation is. So we need to find out the third observation first, right? So fourth is 8 and fifth is 7. What we are given is arithmetic mean of x and y series. So AM of x is 6 and AM of y is 8, right? How do we find this value first? So how do you calculate AM? AM is equal to summation of all observations divided by number of observations. So that is equal to, what is summation of all observations? Summation of all observations is something which we don't know yet. So summation of all observations divided by number of observations is, how many are there in y? There are 5 observations. And what is arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean given for y is 8. So we can calculate summation of all observation is nothing but 8 multiplied by 5 is equal to summation of all observations. Correct? So total is 40. So 9 plus 11 plus, suppose I take third observation as A, plus 8 plus 7 is equal to 40. Therefore, A is equal to 40 minus 9 plus 11 is 20 and 8 plus 7 is 15. So 20 plus 15 is 35. So A is equal to 5. So this is how we got the value of third observation. So let's move on, because now we have got the complete table ready. So let's populate the table, right? So we have x values. X values are 6, 2, 10, 4, and 8. Y values are 9, 11, 5, 8, and 7. Now we need to calculate x minus x bar column, y minus y bar column. Then the third column which we need to calculate is x minus x bar multiplied by y minus y bar. Then we also need to calculate standard deviation for x, so which will require us to calculate what is x minus x bar square and what is y minus y bar square. So we need to calculate the first column, second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column. What is the value of x bar? X bar is already given to us, and x bar is equal to 6 and y bar is equal to 8. So let's start populating values in table, starting from this column. So x minus x bar, so 6 minus 6 is 0, 2 minus 6 is minus 4, 10 minus 6 is 4, 4 minus 6 is minus 2, and 8 minus 6 is 2. Similarly, y minus y bar is 8. So 9 minus 8 is 1. 11 minus 8 is 3. 5 minus 8 is minus 3. 8 minus 8 is 0. And 7 minus 8 is minus 1. So I need to now multiply these two columns to get this column, right? So 0 into 1 is 0, minus 12, minus 12. 2 into 0 is 0, and 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Square of this column, 0 square is 0, minus 4 square is 16, 4 square is 16, 2 square is 4, minus 2 square is 4, 2 square is also 4. 1 square is 1. Now this column, square of this column, right? So 1 square is 1, 3 square is 9, minus 3 square is 9 again, 0 and 1. So now let us find the summation of these three columns. So summation of this is, how much does it come out to be? Minus 26. What is summation of this? 16 plus 16, 32 plus 8 is 40. And 9 plus 9, 18, 19 and 20. Let's calculate to calculate correlation of coefficient. We need to know what is sigma x, right? So it is standard deviation of x. How do we calculate standard deviation of x? Square root of 1 by n, x minus x bar square. Correct? So that is square root of 1 by 5. X minus x bar square is 40. That is equal to square root of 8. That is equal to 2.83. So this is my standard deviation x. Similarly, standard deviation y is equal to square root of 1 by n, y minus y bar square. So that gives me square root of 1 by 5. Y minus y bar gives me 20. So 20. So this is nothing but square root of 4. So 2. So y, sigma y is 2. Now we need to calculate covariance of x and y. What is the formula of covariance of xy? Covariance of xy is 1 by n summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar. 1 by 5 multiplied by minus 26. That is equal to minus 5.2. So this is my covariance of xy. Correct? So let's calculate the correlation coefficient. Formula is R is equal to covariance of xy upon sigma x into sigma y. That is equal to, what's covariance of xy? It is minus 5.2 divided by 2.83 multiplied by 2. That is minus 5.2 upon 5.66. That gives me minus 0.92. This is approximately 0.92. So R value is 0.92. So you can immediately see that it is negatively correlated, and correlation is on higher side. Correct? Now let's calculate R square. R square is equal to minus 0.92 square, so that gives me approximately 0.844. So if I multiply it by 100, it gives me 84.44. So my coefficient of determination, yeah, so coefficient of determination is equal to 80.4.4%. So let's see what is asked. Now we are also asked to find out probable error. So what is probable error? PE of R is equal to 0.6745 multiplied by 1 minus R square divided by root n. So that is 0.6745 multiplied by 1 minus 0.844 divided by number of observations of 5. So this is what my values are, and it gives me 0.047. So my probable error R is equal to 0.047. Okay, so this brings us to the end of this video. In next video, we are going to study what rank correlation method is. Bye till then.